Africa is a continent of breathtaking contrasts. It is a land where ancient rhythms pulse alongside the vibrant hum of modern life, where traditions passed down through countless generations are woven into the fabric of bustling cities and quiet villages alike. Its landscapes are as diverse as its people, stretching from the vast, sun-scorched sands of the Sahara to the dense emerald canopies of the Congo Basin. Here, nature unfolds on a scale that can truly humble the human spirit. Great rivers carve their way through timeless savannas, and colossal mountains rise to touch the heavens, their peaks often shrouded in mist and mystery. It is a world teeming with life, a grand stage for some of the planet's most magnificent creatures. Within this sprawling, magnificent continent, there are places that seem to hold a special kind of magic, places that encapsulate the very essence of Africa's wild heart. Uganda is one such place. It is a nation often called the Pearl of Africa, a name that feels utterly fitting from the moment one arrives. It is a country not of extremes, but of a gentle, pervasive beauty. Its spirit is found not just in its dramatic scenery, but in the warmth of its people, and the quiet dignity of its wildlife. To discover Uganda is to discover a microcosm of Africa's profound splendor, a land where every corner reveals a new wonder, and every encounter leaves a lasting impression upon the soul. This land is a testament to resilience and renewal. It is a place where nature's power is on full display, from the thundering cascades of the Nile to the quiet solitude of its ancient forests. The air itself seems to carry stories, whispers of kingdoms past and of a future being forged with hope and creativity. It is this unique blend of natural grandeur and human warmth that makes Uganda so utterly captivating. It invites you not merely to look, but to see, not just to hear, but to listen. It is an invitation to connect with something primal and profound, something that reminds us of our own place within the intricate web of life on this extraordinary planet. Exploring this corner of the world is an education in itself. It challenges perceptions and opens the heart to new ways of seeing. The continent's story is one of immense complexity, of triumphs and struggles, of immense biodiversity and the urgent need for its conservation. In Uganda, this story is told with a particular grace. It is a nation that has embraced its natural heritage as its greatest treasure, creating sanctuaries where some of our planet's most vulnerable species can find refuge. It is a journey into a world that feels both timeless and ever-changing, a place that promises not just adventure, but also a deep and meaningful connection. The journey into Uganda begins the moment the aeroplane doors open, and the air of Entebbe washes over you. It is a warm, soft embrace, thick with the scent of damp earth, sweet blossoms, and the distant smoky aroma of cooking fires. This is not the dry, searing heat of the desert, but a gentle, life-giving warmth that seems to emanate from the very soil itself. The world outside the window suddenly becomes intensely vibrant. The greens are greener, 100 shades of emerald, jade and lime, painting the landscape. The rich red earth, the color of terracotta, peeks through the foliage, a stark and beautiful contrast that defines so much of this land. The symphony of sounds is immediate and immersive. The cheerful cacophony of birdsong fills the air, a constant melodic backdrop to every moment. There is the chirping of unseen insects, the distant laughter of children, and the gentle hum of daily life unfolding. Driving from the airport, the senses are flooded with new impressions. Markets spill onto the roadsides in a riot of color: bright yellow bananas, deep purple aubergines, and fiery red peppers piled high. The people, the true heart of Uganda, are a constant, smiling presence. Their greetings are genuine, their eyes filled with a welcoming curiosity that makes a visitor feel less like a stranger and more like a long-lost friend. There is an energy here, a rhythm that is both relaxed and purposeful. Life moves at a different pace, dictated not by the frantic ticking of a clock, but by the rising and setting of the sun. You see it in the way people walk, with an unhurried grace, and in the way they pause to talk, their conversations animated and full of warmth. This initial immersion is a powerful experience. It is a gentle recalibration of the senses, a shedding of the noise and haste of the outside world. One begins to notice the smaller details, the intricate patterns on a woman's dress, the vibrant art painted on the side of a building, the shared joy in a simple greeting. The warmth of the Ugandan people is perhaps the most profound first impression. It is an open-hearted hospitality that is offered freely and without expectation. A simple "Jambo" or "Oliotia, how are you?" is met with a beaming smile and a heartfelt response. This immediate sense of connection is disarming and deeply moving. It sets the tone for the entire journey, promising an exploration that is not just about observing a new place, but about participating in its life, however briefly. It is a reminder that the greatest treasures of any land are not its monuments or landscapes, but the spirit of its people and the kindness they extend to others. Uganda's geography is a masterpiece of natural design, a country blessed with an astonishing variety of landscapes packed into its relatively modest borders. To journey through it is to witness a constantly shifting panorama of breathtaking beauty. In the west, the legendary Rwenzori Mountains, the Mountains of the Moon, rise dramatically towards the sky. Their lower slopes are cloaked in dense tropical rainforest, but as one ascends, the vegetation changes, until finally, the peaks are capped with permanent snow and glaciers. It is a surreal and magnificent sight to behold equatorial glaciers glistening under the African sun, a testament to the continent's incredible diversity. From these formidable heights, the land spills down into the Great Rift Valley, a vast geological trench that has shaped so much of East Africa. Here, the landscape opens up into sweeping savannas, grasslands dotted with acacia trees, and candelabra euphorbia that stretch as far as the eye can see. This is the Africa of classic imagination, a world of immense space and endless horizons. These plains are cradled by immense bodies of water, great lakes like Lake Albert and Lake Edward, their surfaces shimmering like polished silver under the vast sky. The Kazinga Channel, which connects them, is a lifeline for wildlife, its banks teeming with animals that come to drink and cool themselves in the heat of the day. The country is also defined by its forests, ancient and mysterious worlds of towering trees and tangled vines. The Bwindi Impenetrable Forest is perhaps the most famous, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is a sanctuary for half of the world's remaining mountain gorillas. Its name is no exaggeration. The canopy is so thick and the undergrowth so dense that sunlight struggles to reach the forest floor. It is a realm of deep greens and perpetual twilight, alive with the sounds of unseen creatures. Exploring its winding paths is like stepping back in time, into a primal world that has remained largely untouched by the modern era. And then, there is the water. Uganda is a land blessed with an abundance of it. The mighty River Nile, the longest river in the world, begins its epic journey here, spilling out of the vast expanse of Lake Victoria. At Murchison Falls, the entire volume of the Nile is forced through a narrow gorge just 7 meters wide, creating a waterfall of unimaginable power and fury. The roar is deafening, and a permanent cloud of mist hangs in the air, creating rainbows that dance in the sunlight. This constant presence of water nourishes the land, giving it its vibrant, verdant character and sustaining the incredible richness of life found throughout the nation. The trek into the Bwindi Impenetrable Forest begins in the cool, misty air of early morning. The anticipation is a palpable force, a mix of excitement and a deep sense of privilege, led by expert local guides whose knowledge of this forest is as deep as the roots of its ancient trees. You step from the cultivated fields into a world of deep shadow and towering green. The path is often steep and slippery, and the guides use their machetes to gently clear a way through the thick tangle of vines and ferns. The air is heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, and the sounds of the forest envelop you completely. The calls of exotic birds, the hum of insects, and the rustle of unseen life in the undergrowth. The journey itself is an integral part of the experience. It is a physical and mental preparation for the encounter to come. With every step, you leave the familiar world further behind, immersing yourself more deeply in this primeval wilderness. The guides share their wisdom along the way, pointing out medicinal plants, animal tracks, and the subtle signs that indicate the gorillas are near. Their respect for this forest and its inhabitants is profound. They speak of the gorillas not as animals to be observed but as a family, referring to the great silverback as the chairman of his group. This perspective shifts your own understanding and deepens the sense of connection. Then, after hours of trekking, the moment arrives. The guides signal for silence, and you move forward with hushed reverence. Through a screen of leaves you see them, a family of mountain gorillas going about their day. A young one tumbles playfully through the foliage, while a mother calmly grooms her infant. The dominant silverback, a magnificent creature of immense power and quiet authority, sits watchfully, observing his family with a serene gaze. To be in their presence is to be rendered speechless. Their sheer size is awe-inspiring, yet it is their gentleness, their social interactions, and the profound intelligence in their eyes that truly captures the heart. In that precious hour spent with them, time seems to stand still. You are not a spectator watching a spectacle. You are a quiet guest in their home. You notice the way they communicate through soft grunts and gestures, the tenderness with which they care for their young, and the complex social bonds that hold their family together. It is an intensely emotional and humbling experience. In their dark, soulful eyes, one sees a reflection of our own shared ancestry, a deep and ancient connection. It is a powerful reminder that we are not separate from nature, but an intrinsic part of it, and that protecting these gentle giants and their forest home is a sacred responsibility. Queen Elizabeth National Park is a jewel in Uganda's crown, a classic African savanna landscape that offers some of the most rewarding wildlife viewing on the continent. Spanning the equator, the park encompasses a remarkable diversity of habitats, from sprawling grasslands and acacia woodlands to wetlands and crater lakes. This rich mosaic of ecosystems supports an astonishing variety of life. The park is most famous for its tree-climbing lions, a rare and fascinating behavior seen in only a few lion populations in Africa. To spot one of these magnificent predators lounging languidly in the boughs of a giant fig tree is an unforgettable and slightly surreal sight. An exploration of the park is often centered around the Kazinga Channel, the natural waterway that links Lake Edward and Lake George. A boat safari along this channel is an absolute must, offering an unparalleled opportunity to observe wildlife at close quarters. The banks are a constant procession of activity. Huge pods of hippos, numbering in the hundreds, grunt and jostle in the shallows, their immense bodies almost completely submerged. Enormous Nile crocodiles bask motionlessly on the muddy shores, their prehistoric forms looking like sleeping dinosaurs. Herds of buffalo and elephants make their way down to the water's edge to drink, their presence commanding and powerful. The bird life here is simply phenomenal, with over 600 species recorded within the park's boundaries. The channel is a birdwatcher's paradise. Majestic African fish eagles perch on high branches, their piercing calls echoing across the water. Flocks of vibrant malachite, kingfishers dart like living jewels above the surface, while pink-backed pelicans and yellow-billed storks wade gracefully in the shallows. On the plains, the diversity continues. You might see the elegant stride of a secretary bird hunting for snakes, or the comical sight of a warthog trotting with its tail held straight up like an antenna. Every moment brings a new discovery, a new glimpse into the intricate workings of this thriving ecosystem. The thrill of a game drive across the plains at sunrise or sunset is a quintessential African experience. As the golden light bathes the landscape, the savanna comes alive. Herds of Uganda kob, their coats a rich reddish brown, graze peacefully, while a lone leopard might be glimpsed returning from a night's hunt. The sense of awe is constant. It is the feeling of being a small part of a much larger, wilder world. Observing these creatures in their natural home, behaving as they have for millennia, fosters a deep respect for the resilience and beauty of nature. It is a powerful lesson in the importance of conservation, of protecting these wild kingdoms for the generations yet to come. While the landscapes are magnificent and the wildlife is awe-inspiring, it is the people who form the true beating heart of Uganda. Their warmth, resilience, and infectious joy are the enduring soul of the nation. The hospitality one encounters here is not a practiced performance for tourists. It is a genuine, deeply ingrained part of the culture. A smile is the universal currency, and it is offered freely and frequently. In villages and cities alike, you are met with a sense of welcome that is both humbling and heartwarming. People are eager to share their stories, to learn about yours, and to ensure you feel at home in their land. This spirit of community, known as Ubuntu in many parts of Africa, is palpable everywhere. It is the belief that I am because we are. You see it in the way neighbors help each other, in the shared responsibility of raising children, and in the communal gatherings that mark the rhythms of life. Music and dance are woven into the very fabric of society, an exuberant expression of joy, history, and identity. The sound of drumming can often be heard echoing through the villages, a call to gather, to celebrate, to connect. To witness a traditional dance with its vibrant costumes and energetic rhythms is to feel the life force of the culture in a powerful and immediate way. Food is another cornerstone of community and hospitality. Sharing a meal is an important social ritual, an act of friendship and welcome. Ugandan cuisine is hearty, flavorful, and deeply connected to the land. The matoke, steamed and mashed green bananas, is a national staple, often served with rich groundnut sauce, beans, or stews of beef or chicken. A Rolex, not the watch, but a delicious street food of eggs and vegetables rolled in a chapati, is a must-try experience. The flavors are simple, honest, and satisfying, a taste of the generosity of the soil and the warmth of the people who cultivate it. This pervasive sense of joy is perhaps most remarkable when one considers Uganda's often turbulent history. The resilience of the Ugandan people is extraordinary. They have faced immense challenges with a spirit of optimism and a focus on building a better future. This strength is not born of naivety, but of a deep well of faith, community, and an enduring connection to their culture. To spend time with the people of Uganda is to receive a lesson in what truly matters: human connection, shared laughter, and the ability to find joy in the simple, beautiful moments of everyday life. It is this spirit that visitors carry home with them, long after the memories of the landscapes have begun to fade. Preparing for an adventure in Uganda is about packing not just the right gear, but also the right mindset. A spirit of flexibility, patience, and openness is your most essential item. This is a country where things may not always go according to a rigid schedule, and embracing the unexpected is part of the journey. For your suitcase, lightweight clothing is key. Long-sleeved shirts and trousers are invaluable, especially for the evenings, offering protection from both the cooling air and insects. Neutral, earthy colors like khaki, green, and brown are best for wildlife viewing, helping you to blend in with the natural environment. A waterproof jacket is an absolute must, as rain can arrive suddenly, particularly in the forest regions. Sturdy, comfortable walking boots are non-negotiable, especially if you plan to trek for gorillas or chimpanzees. The terrain can be challenging, and well-worn, reliable footwear will be your best friend. A good hat, high-factor, sun cream, and insect repellent are also crucial for protection against the elements. It is wise to consult your doctor well in advance of your trip regarding necessary vaccinations and anti-malarial medication. Carrying a basic first aid kit with essentials like antiseptic wipes, plasters, and pain relief is always a sensible precaution for any travel in a remote area. When it comes to technology, a good camera with a zoom lens is highly recommended to capture the incredible wildlife from a respectful distance. Binoculars are equally important, bringing distant birds and animals into sharp, clear focus and enhancing the viewing experience immensely. Remember to bring spare batteries and memory cards, as charging opportunities can sometimes be limited in more remote lodges. While credit cards are accepted in major hotels and restaurants in Kampala, carrying a supply of Ugandan shillings is essential for smaller purchases, tips, and market shopping. It is often best to exchange money in the capital upon arrival for the most favorable rates. Finally, prepare to be present. While it is tempting to view the entire experience through a camera lens, remember to put it down often. Take the time to simply sit, watch, and listen. Absorb the sounds of the forest, feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, and engage with the people you meet. Learn a few words of the local language. A simple "webale," thank you in Uganda, will be met with delighted appreciation. The greatest rewards of a Ugandan adventure are not the photographs you take, but the memories you create, and the connections you forge with the land and its wonderful people. Uganda is more than just a destination. It is a rhythm that settles deep within your soul. It is a country where the modern world's frantic pace dissolves, replaced by a more ancient and meaningful tempo. This rhythm is found in the patient cycles of nature, in the unhurried grace of its people, and in the powerful silence of its vast, wild spaces. Tradition and modern life do not clash here. They blend in a unique and harmonious way. You can see it in a bustling Kampala market, where brightly colored traditional fabrics are sold alongside the latest mobile phones, or in a remote village where ancient stories are shared around a fire under a sky filled with satellites. This journey leaves an indelible mark on all who undertake it with an open heart. The memory of looking into the eyes of a wild mountain gorilla is something that never leaves you. It is a moment of profound connection that transcends species, a silent conversation that speaks volumes about family, life, and our place in the natural world. The echo of that encounter is a permanent reminder of the fragility and beauty of life. The sound of the Nile thundering through Murchison Falls, the sight of 1,000 stars over the savannah, the taste of a freshly picked mango. These sensory memories become part of your own story. The lasting impact of Uganda, however, comes from its people. It is the warmth of their smiles, the sincerity of their welcome, and the sheer unadulterated joy they find in life. Their resilience and optimism are a powerful lesson in the strength of the human spirit. They teach you that happiness is not found in material wealth, but in community, in connection, and in a deep appreciation for the world around you. This spirit is contagious, and it is a gift that you carry with you long after you have returned home. It subtly changes your perspective, encouraging you to find more joy in the simple moments of your own life. To visit Uganda is to be reminded of the world's incredible capacity for beauty and wonder. It is to step into a living, breathing Eden, a land that truly feels like the pearl of a great continent. It is an invitation to slow down, to listen to the heartbeat of the earth, and to reconnect with a more primal, essential part of yourself. The experience is not simply a holiday, it is a pilgrimage to the heart of what makes our planet so extraordinary. The rhythm of Uganda continues to beat within you, a gentle, enduring echo that calls you to remember the beauty, the connection, and the profound peace you found in the shining heart of Africa.